bitch. Yes, it's your girl Petty Paige back at it again with yet another video for you hoes. As you guys know, I am currently in Turkey. Yes, I'm sun, sanding and seeing up in this bitch with my baby bump, living my best life. But today I've got a new drama for you guys, somewhere that I've not really delved into before. It's to do with a YouTuber called Huff Paranormal, who has been proven to be a liar and a fraud. But before we get into all of the drama that's surrounding Huff Paranormal and all of the receipts to show that he is a liar and a fraud, let's get straight into it after this intro.
Most of these bitches is petty, 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 petty. Most of these bitches is petty.
So what's the tea, Petty Paige? Well, the tea is that popular paranormal investigator Huff Paranormal has been proven to be a fraud many times in the past, but continues to make videos where he allegedly speaks to the dead, most commonly celebrities who have died in tragic circumstances. It's pretty gross.
You get in a fight with someone? This is a device I created that we can connect through, okay? I'm going to focus right now. Nipsey Hussle, the spirit of Nipsey Hussle.
Now, unfortunately, there is not that much information on Huff Paranormal on the internet for me to do an adequate 60-second rundown, but you guys will get the gist of who he is and his character throughout the video, so stay with me, guys. Trust me, this is one worth listening to. Okay, so where to start? Let's start from the beginning. Steve has been making videos since 2012, mostly about contacting the dead. It wasn't until 2014 that he struck gold by making the video Ghost Box Recordings. Messages from Robin Williams, you decide. Oh my god, he sounds like John Cookian. This is already going to go south, I can feel it. This video has been viewed over 2 million times and was just made 12 days after Robin Williams' death. Huff continued to make videos on dead celebrities in his playlist, Celebrities and Public Figures, Spirit Sessions. He's made 26 videos to date, which includes Joan Rivers, R.I.P., love that bitch, died on my birthday, surprisingly, which he published 3 days after her death, Tom Petty 4 days after his death, and a number of videos on XXXTentacion, Lil Peep, and most recently Nipsey Hussle only 5 days after his death. On the Tom Petty video in October 2017, he included this note. While this particular video doesn't have any ads, his videos on Nipsey Hussle, Stan Lee, and XXXTentacion have ads in them, so it's safe to say he's getting some money out of it. So the note reads, a note. To those who have come here with negativity or are under some delusion that this is disrespectful, then you do not know me, my heart, or my dedicated work that has gone on for 7 years now. I suggest you learn about what I do, why I do it, and the only disrespect is from those who come here to troll, when such a beautiful thing is being done here. Your comments will not stay or be seen, so be aware of that. Also, if you know anything about ITC and his work, you will know the realities of how it works and why contacting the dead is almost more successful when it is done within 24 to 48 hours. They have a voice, they want to be heard. By not giving them that chance, it is disrespecting the spirit. I have been doing this for 7 years and I did not get to where I am today by listening to trolls or negative people. I got to this level due to my dedication, my love for spirit, my love for love and caring about the dead. I make no money doing this. If you think I do, you are again delusional or jealous or the type who thinks they know it all. The last thing I do this for is money, as there is none to be had. If you disagree with what I do, then why are you here? I invite you to leave, as I have been doing sessions like this for many years. Robin Williams, Joan Rivers, Johnny Cash, Hugh Hefner, Michael Jackson, Prince, many more. So those who follow me know what I do. If you disagree, go elsewhere and do something else besides watching my work that is respectful and done with love. Okay, like I said, guys, I told you we would find out the kind of person it is that we're dealing with, the kind of character it is that we would deal with throughout this video. And I think that this first statement that he left in the Tom Petty video in 2017 is the perfect way to work out who he is and to dissect his character, because he's the kind of person who likes to call people who do not share his same belief system as delusional, which is such a surprising word to use. And I say that because when a lot of people think about paranormal activity, clairvoyance and things like that, there is a lot of people out there who are naysayers, who don't believe that any of this is true, and they do call people like him delusional. They're crazy, they're delusional, they're out of their mind. So it's quite funny to me that he uses that exact same phrase that is used so flippantly against the paranormal community towards anybody who says anything that is different to what he thinks or feels. And the point is that many people do not have an issue with paranormal activity. Yes, there are going to be people who think it's complete bullshit, and that is totally their prerogative. However, a lot of people basically are not happy with his level of tact and the way in which he chooses to conduct these sessions. It's always when people's emotions are at their most heightened, and in turn can generate him some money. So yes, that Tom Petty video, it could have been demonetized rather than no adverts on the video. Who knows? YouTube has been cracking down on a lot. But to say that you're not making money from these videos is a flat out blatant lie. Like, you could sell me anything, bitch, but I am not buying your bullshit. Because what is the reason for somebody to have over 800,000 subscribers on YouTube not to earn or generate a profit? I'm sorry, I'm calling it. I am calling it from now. And then to have a look at all of his other videos and to see that those are monetized, I'm like, okay, so he's making money. Or my question is that where is this magical, mythical money coming from? Like, where is it going? You know, since you're not making a penny and you're doing this out of the love and your love for spirits and your love for your heart, just call it what it is. If you're making money from it, say, I'm making money from this. But don't turn around, piss on my face and then tell me it's raining love. And speaking of the lack of money it is that he is generating, Huff also has a Patreon where people can pay £5 a month for group sessions. Now, I don't know about you, but when I read group sessions, I think of some kind of group discussion. However, what Huff offers is a pre-recorded video session where he can read out the name of a loved one. He says the session is not live for a number of reasons, but then he doesn't give a single reason. Why would a paranormal investigator who can easily get into contact with the dead not be able to do live sessions? This is what the live sessions show. Group sessions, connecting with loved ones every month. I was the first person in the world to do group session nights, and I've been doing them since 2013. Using my devices that I have created, I record a full session that ranges from 1 to 2 hours in length, once per month, with the goal of connecting with your loved ones on the other side. It's easy and you can take part in the comfort of your own home, no matter where you're at. I'll show you inside. I have countless validations inside for Patreons with messages from the other side. It's amazing, miraculous and beautiful. There's also an option for me to read out your name and a loved one's name during the session to make it more personal. Only Patreons are able to take part and see the video/session. Afterwards, you can join the discussion about the session and talk about any validations that may be for you. Of course, there can never be any guarantees as I cannot control who comes in, but I do my best each month and we always have some who get validations. These sessions are not live for a dozen different reasons. Then what are they? What's the reasons, sir? On June 4th, 2018, a channel called Amanda Grace released the video Huff Paranormal is Fake, where she examines his video on Little Peep and finds that when Huff claims to talk to Little Peep, it's actually a clip from a previous video just reversed. It's very clear that he has just edited the video. Even if it were possible to speak to the dead, Huff certainly is not.
This is going to be a weird question. But did you like the Easter candy Peeps? I know one of your album covers had a peep on it.
It's literally like a fucking weird thing.
And I'll be, but I internet.
It's literally like a fucking weird thing.
And I'll be, but
Because you can't kill energy, you know what I mean? Energy doesn't die. It's literally like a fucking weird thing that like leaves your brain when you die, like a... That like there's almost like a sober me inside of the fucked up me, just being like, you're fine, bro. Like, and everyone else is freaking out around me.
It's just unrelenting. Yeah, bro, man, I'll freak.
is there anything you'd like to say?
You're fine, bro. Like, and everyone else is free. You're fine, bro. Like, and everyone else is free.
You're fine, bro. Like,
That's interesting because as if you that.
So, no, definitely not. And I feel the presence of love.
no, definitely not. And I feel the presence of a lot of people who have passed away too.
No, definitely not. And I feel the presence of love.
Okay, so I'm the kind of person who believes in paranormal activity. I believe in ghosts, I believe in spirits and all of that malarkey. I know some people don't, and that's completely fine, but I am a person who definitely does. I'm just the kind of person who doesn't want to fuck with it because I don't want that in my life. Like, I don't need that energy. Let me get my sage out, bitch. Let me clear the room, ho. So I'm the kind of person who doesn't want to fuck with this shit, but this was quite clear to me, even as a believer, that this guy is complete and utter bullshit and is exploiting the death of various different celebrities and people of importance just to make money on YouTube. It is complete and utter fake bullshit, and I feel sorry for anybody who is sucked into the madness. This video has only been viewed 11,000 times, and I feel like everybody needs to see it, so I'll definitely be linking the full video down in the description box below. There's another video that was published in July 2018, which was Huff busted a complete fake using ASMR sound samples from YouTube. Must see. This video exposed Huff Paranormal for using ASMR audio and claiming it as a spirit. Take a look.
Yeah, this is the smoking gun evidence. I'm going to show you right now the deal. Are you ready for this? It's coming up now.
How's this?
Pleased I am.
Right, that section right there, just that little piece of audio. Oh dear, Huff. Now, this is what he claims is communication from the spirits, right? It's not. Wait, watch and see.
How's this?
Pleased I am.
Can't tell you how pleased I am. And it's about to say to see you, right? But he cuts that bit off. You here we go. To. So let's go back.
How's this?
Pleased I am.
So that bit he cuts off, right? Because obviously he's going through his wonder box. Whatever the case, it's not spirit communication because that segment is off a YouTube video called Guided Sleep Comfort ASMR Voices. Male voices there, softly spoken whisper. YouTube, yeah? Now I'm going to show you. So, watch this. I'll play this segment as it is.
How's this?
Pleased I am.
Right? It's about, you hear, watch this. Yeah, let's say to see you after, yeah? Now watch this. 12 seconds in.
Please come in. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you.
Busted. I'll play it again for you. Watch.
Welcome. Please come in. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you.
Yeah, so not only is this pretty condemning evidence, it's also really lazy on Huff Paranormal's part. Like, The internet is forever. People can find literally everything. This is like the worst platform to lie on. Anyway, if that wasn't bad enough, if both of those videos with condemning evidence wasn't enough, a video titled Huff Paranormal Spirit Box Portal, How It Actually Works and How to Fake Sessions was released by Sadwick Production, where he details exactly how to fake everything that Huff does. Take a look.
All right, so I'm going to add a utility just to boost the gain. Boost it up a bit more. All right, so that should be okay. I don't want to blast your ears or mine. All right, so there's a lot of static in there. So we're going to use a gate, which is essentially the first part of the process. So the next part is some noise suppression. This is done usually in post, I believe, but it is a technique. And what noise does is it has like this profile of static. Bring the threshold up. Right, so you got rid of the noise, and we're altering the audio. There's some artifacts happening, and you can click this little button here, and we can hear just the static. So Mr. Huff on his machine, he has a reverb pedal, kind of like this one. And I've always wondered, like, why have the reverb pedal? Well, it makes it sound a bit more compelling. I guess it's something about reverb spatially that our ears pick up on. And his reason, and I'm not making this up, and this is interesting, from his own video. Now with reverb active, which should allow the spirits to come through as they use it to manipulate and change the source audio. So the spirits actually use the reverb to, to come through, whatever that means, to come through. So the reverb, in my opinion, is basically to put the sound in a space and make it seem a bit more compelling.
I don't see.
Doesn't see, so this ghost is a blind person. So let's bring the pitch down.
I don't see.
And that sounds pretty creepy. And you can use any kind of audio, really, as long as it's speech. So like, just record a little bit of like, public talk radio. This one says turn off the lights. And he puts the text there. So you read the text as the audio is playing, and that is also an added force of suggestion. You hear what you read because that's how our brain works.
Okay, so anybody who's into music, and I mean the technology of music, will definitely understand some of these terms. I remember back in the day when I used to do singing quite a lot. I used to be a cabaret singer when I was a children's entertainer. Oh my God. Back in those days, like reverb was my best friend. Like whenever I sing anywhere, I always tell people, pull up the reverb as hard as you can because it amplifies my voice and makes me sound hella cute. And knowing all of these techniques, knowing exactly the technology behind it, honestly really opens your eyes to what it is that he's trying to do to manipulate people. However, to the average person who doesn't have that or has very limited understanding of music technology, they might not understand what it is that he is doing to manufacture this entire situation. Couple that with ASMR sounds and couple that again with previous interviews that the passed away has done in order to make it sound more real, more authentic, more like their voice, etc. I mean, anyone could be sucked in, but obviously the internet is forever and people were able to decipher and pick apart his entire profession. Okay, so the videos that I've shown you, a lot of it was discovered and discussed from 2017 to 2018, but nobody's really talking about Huff Paranormal as much now. So basically, to bring you up to speed of what the current tea is, Huff continues to make videos exploiting the loved ones and fans of the dead for his own financial gain. Despite the mountains of evidence, people are still buying it. Literally buying it because his spirit boxes boxes that look like guitar amps with copper wires and crystals on them cost $3,995. And currently on his website, it is sold out, possibly for the entire year. Huff still continuously denies that he is making any money from YouTube and that he does this out of the love of his heart. But the one thing it is that I question his motives, because at this point I feel like everything that he does for love, for care, for the goodness of his heart seems to come at a price. For instance, if you want a group session, you must join his Patreon and pledge £5 a month. If you'd like a spirit box, that's going to cost you $4,000. If you're watching any of his videos on YouTube, besides the Tom Petty video, pretty much every video that you're going to find on his YouTube is monetized. So it seems like everything that he's doing is for a financial gain. And absolutely nobody has a problem with anybody earning money on YouTube. Hell, I do it. So I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is exploiting vulnerable people who are probably in dismay, who are missing a loved one, who are, you know, upset that a celebrity or a person of interest that they admire or a hero has passed away. It's always at the height of people's emotions, and exploiting people's emotions in that way with proven techniques that are shown and have been proven in today's video to be absolutely complete false and bullshit is just completely unethical. It's not a case of believing. It's not a case of using faith over mind and matter. It's a case of logic. And at this point, it is not logical that this man is doing anything of any benefit to anybody besides himself. And honestly, looking at his comment section is extremely sad. People either believe his bullshit because they are vulnerable or very young or grieving. Here's a couple of screenshots that we were able to find on his channel, just showing people who are just looking for anything, just looking for some kind of validation that the people that they love and the people that they care about are okay. It's really sad to see. There is even a review that pretty much like made my heart sore. Like honestly, it broke my heart, from a couple who are an elderly couple who are seeking to speak to their deceased son and have lost $50 trying to reach them and realized soon enough that they were being taken advantage of. I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys to read. Pause to read it if you will, but it honestly is heartbreaking to read. But as we're aware from the original statement that we saw earlier on at the beginning of this video, he's made it known that he goes through his comment section and deletes naysayers and negativity. Therefore, you will not see anybody else calling him out on his bullshit on his YouTube channel. However, on any other videos talking about Huff, you will definitely see the outpour of people who are not buying his bullshit, and there is plenty of those people who do exist on social media. But like I said, Huff doesn't want to hear none of it and is pretending like everything is hunky-dory in his comment section. Go ahead, I challenge you, comment and tell this guy he's doing bullshit and see how long it lasts. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. Tell me what it is that you guys think about it all in the comment section down below. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to my team. A lot of people may know this, some people may not know this, but I now have a research team who are helping me make my videos, and it means that I'm able to come out with loads of different stories from all corners of YouTube and not just the beauty community. I know that a lot of you guys send me receipts and all of that kind of thing in regards to recent stories, but sometimes I know personally for me, I've been finding YouTube so mundane and so hard to find the motivation to do, purely because I'm just not interested in talking about James Charles, Manny MUA, Jeffree Star, Laura Lee, Nikki Tutorials, and all of the same people every single day. So I want to say a massive thank you to my team who have been literally knocking it out of the park in the past fortnight, just literally giving me some of the best tea from all corners of YouTube. I really do appreciate you guys. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, I don't give a shit anyway. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time that Petty Paige posts new content. entertainment. I personally think that Huff doesn't have good intentions. When you're making a video, sometimes multiple videos, on people who died tragically, who have many fans who are grieving, and you're editing together old clips and you're synthesizing vocals, etc., you know exactly what you're doing. You're exploiting vulnerable people for money and fame and notoriety, and it's plain, straight up disgusting. But that is just my humble opinion. And don't forget to form your own, because I'm just petty. Bye! I'm gonna go enjoy my holiday now. See you in a couple of days.
Petty, petty, petty.